Process Modeling Part 1. In this video tutorial, you will learn how a simple process is modeled. On the left side, you will find all the symbols and shapes you need for modeling. You will become familiar with tasks, control flows, connecting operators in a round shape as AND, OR, XOR, as well as process interfaces. Begin with a task and use drag and drop to move the shape from the left side into the middle. A task can represent many activities. The modeler designing the process decides how detailed the task should be. Tasks can repeat themselves in the process and are used to structure the model. To label a task, double-click on the shape and label it with an object and a verb as exemplified here with except and order. The size of all shapes can be easily changed by adjusting the edges. As an alternative, you can click on the right mouse button and select Edit Label to make your desired changes. Use the control flow to connect different tasks, operators and interfaces, and to specify the logical order in which the tasks are performed. Each task has one input and one output. If several inputs and outputs are involved, connecting operators must be used. Before the next step, click on an empty area to make sure nothing is highlighted. Then select the control flow by clicking the symbol on the left side. To connect two tasks, first click in the middle of the first task and then move the control flow to the middle of the second task with a second click. To adjust the position of the control flow, click on the line and, while holding down the mouse button, move it into the required position. Connecting operators are used to display various options or decisions within the process chain. In this way, alternative or parallel pathways can be defined in the process. In the example shown, you can see the necessity to use operators to explain the order of sequence. The operators AND, OR and XOR contribute significantly to clear interpretation of the model and explain the rules in the order of events. There are three connecting operators within Modelangelo: AND as logical AND, OR as logical OR, XOR as logical exclusive either or. The AND operator stands for a logical AND. Choose an AND if all of the following tasks should be executed in parallel. For example, if several steps take place simultaneously. This is also defined as parallelization of process steps. To apply the AND function in your process model, click on the AND symbol on the left side and move it to the desired position. Before the next step, click on an empty space to make sure no shape is selected. Now select the control flow on the left side and connect the first task with the AND operator by clicking in the middle of the shape. To adjust the position of the control flow, click on the line and, while holding down the mouse button, move it into position. Remember to next click on an empty area to deselect all shapes. Follow the same steps to connect the other control flow lines of the operator. The AND operator requires a minimum of 2 simultaneous steps. As shown in this example, after except order, the two following tasks, schedule order and prepare machine, must both be performed in parallel. The OR operator is used as an OR function, meaning a logical OR with an option. Choose an OR operator if one or several tasks can be performed. To apply the OR function, select the OR symbol on the left side and pull it to the desired position while holding down the mouse button. Remember to next click on an empty area to deselect all shapes. Now select the control flow on the left side and connect the first task with the OR operator by clicking in the middle of the shape. To adjust the control flow position, click on the line and while holding down the mouse button, move it into position. After that, remember to click on an empty area to deselect all shapes. Follow the same steps to connect the other lines. The XOR operator pertains to the logic of an exclusive OR function, meaning that only one of the following tasks can be carried out. Therefore, choose the XOR to model case distinctions in which only one of the steps in question should be performed. To apply the XOR function, select the XOR symbol on the left side and pull it to the desired position while holding down the mouse button. Remember to next click on an empty space to make sure nothing is highlighted. Now select the control flow on the left side and connect the first task with the XOR operator by clicking in the middle of the shape. To adjust the control flow position, click on the line and move it while holding down the mouse button. Remember to next click on an empty area to deselect all shapes. Follow the same steps to connect the other lines. To clarify the decision required, you can add an explanation. To do this, click on the line of the control flow and select Edit Label to insert a text explanation. In this example, the decision depends on the quantity of stock. Process interfaces show the border to a previous or following process. Place the symbol therefore at the beginning or the end of your model, displaying the title of the previous or following process. To insert a process interface into your model, select the symbol on the left and pull it into the desired position while holding down the mouse button. Specify a name and connect the symbol to your model with the control flow. Process interfaces function semantically as connectors. They are used to combine process models into process chains to visualize the entire process.